Buster Keaton was born on October 4th, 1895 in Piqua, Kansas. He was born as Joseph Frank Keaton and was born to Joe and Myra Keaton. Joe and Myra were very popular vaudevillian comedians. At the very young age of 4, Buster was included in this act, and it later became known as the Three Keatons. In their earlier years, the Three Keatons toured with family friend Harry Houdini. Houdini was the creator of the nickname Buster. This nickname was given to Buster when he fell down a flight of stairs and was picked up by Houdini, who then looked to Keaton's father and said, "That was a Buster." From then on, he was known as Buster Keaton. Buster retired from the Three Keatons at the age of 21. He toured with them until they had to break up the act due to his father's alcohol abuse. This made Keaton veteran to show business by the age of 21. He began looking for work in New York and happened to run into wildly successful film star and director Roscoe Arbuckle. Arbuckle then decided to invite Keaton to star in an upcoming role in The Butcher Boy. This role launched Keaton's film career. In 1921, he married his first wife, Natalie Talmadge. The two bore 2 children, Joseph, Buster Jr., and Robert. After the birth of Robert, their relationship began to fall apart. Natalie decided she did not want to have more children, which led to Buster and Natalie sleeping in separate bedrooms. Natalie was also known to spend a large amount of Buster's salary on clothes. These 2 factors led to the demise of their relationship. While still married to Natalie, Keaton dated actress Dorothy Sebastian and later Kathleen Key. While Buster attempted to fix his marriage, Talmadge officially divorced him in 1932. She took the 2 children from Buster and refused to let him see them. She also changed their last names from Keaton to Talmadge. After losing his family, he turned to alcohol. Keaton began suffering from depression and an addiction to alcohol, which led to him being institutionalized. In 1933, he married a nurse, May Scriven. Although he claimed to be so drunk during this time, he does not remember the marriage to Nurse May. After only 2 years of marriage, May filed for divorce after finding Keaton with Leah Clampett. In 1940, Buster married his 3rd and final wife, Eleanor Norris. He credited her with saving his life by helping him salvage his career and ending his heavy drinking. This marriage lasted until his death. In January of 1966, he was diagnosed with cancer. The cancer was farther along than they had originally thought. Buster originally had thought that he was recovering from a severe case of bronchitis, which was later diagnosed as the cancer. Buster died February 1st, 1966, only a month later, in Woodland Hills from lung cancer. He died with his loving wife, Eleanor, by his side.
Buster Keaton had a major impact on comedy and cinema. Firstly, prior to and during his prolific period of work from 1920 to 1929, most films used, on average, 240 title cards. Keaton instead opted to tell his stories through action. Instead of text, he used pantomime and gestures. Every stunt for Keaton was a chance to tell a story and exercise creativity. Secondly, Keaton was a master of using the camera, its placement and its limits, to create a comedic effect. In his work, camera placement was paramount in determining how a bit played out. A fundamental rule in his films was, if the camera can't see it, then neither can the characters. With his roots in vaudeville, many of his gags worked like magic tricks. However, he later transitioned away from these unrealistic gags in favor of what he called the natural gag. In the natural gag, the joke would evolve naturally from the characters and the situation. Most importantly, his jokes, stunts, and gags were all real. Keaton performed all the stunts himself, with no camera tricks. Often, if a bit didn't work, it would get thrown out, or the way it failed would be incorporated into the story. Many of the stunts were done in one take, and the authenticity of it has a large impact on its effect. For Keaton, there was only one way to convince the audience that what they were seeing was real. He had to actually do it.